Hello guys, welcome back to another live stream. My name's Mike, aka Decimal Punt, and this evening, or should I say the early hours of the morning, very soon, we are in the Unreal Engine and the version is 5.2.1. This is my group project. The last few streams we've been heavy in Unity. I've now finished my 2D platformer game, super happy with it. So now I need to pump in a load of work into the group project. So this is the Space Invaders game, so I'll just show you. Got loads and loads of stuff working now. Pretty amazing. Okay, so we've got the environment. You can essentially play endlessly at the moment. There is no kind of limit. Really fun. So what I'm going to be doing is, first off, if I play from the narrative, we've got the art in, but we haven't got the main menu. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to add in the main menu. I created this earlier. Didn't take me too long, about 20 minutes. Okay. So what this stream is going to be about is I need to I need to import some models to the game, and also need to yeah, so put in the main menu background. I've got to import some models. It'd be good to place the crypt in the game, so I'm going to get that done. And then that will be it. It's going to be a very short one. I need to create the pixel art icons and things. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to minimize all of these. Right, so the backdrop, okay. Right, so I'm going to go into art assets. And I'm just going to drag that on there. And we're going to call this background. And the size is 1920 by 1080. So I can get rid of the backdrop. So we've basically got a graveyard. So it's like pixel art. So if I turn those back on, compile and save. Whoops. Let's try that again. That's better. So basically what we'll do is we're going to have a tombstone that's going to have the menu on. The idea was there was going to be a tombstone that would have the buttons on. So that was the idea with that one. So I could easily get like a tombstone here. And then put the buttons on the tombstone. So let me just, right, so that's the image added in. Let me just import the character models, and then I'll see if I can quickly whip together a gravestone. I should be able to. Shouldn't take too long. Right, what are we doing? Let's go to top-down map. Okay, and then if we go to our asset folder, right, got the scythe. So let's put in static meshes. So we've got the almanac. Oh, dude. Oh, that looks amazing. Dude, that looks so good. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, that's gorgeous. So basically, this enemy is gonna be, it's gonna be the equivalent of the UFO in Space Invaders. So this will appear at the bottom of the level, and it will basically fly across from left to right. So that's the idea. Alright, so what I'm just gonna rename these materials. Hey Si, check out this model our artist has done. It's so cool, dude. This is the group project we're in. I'm done with the 2D platformer, so now all I've got to make is the group project and the idle clicker. But this is, you remember in the original Space Invaders, you had the UFO. Well, this is our equivalent, and it's basically the almanac, and it's meant to be like an unholy book. So that is our UFO. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to rename these materials because I've got a whole folder full. So I like to have everything organised. So what's the black bit? Is the black bit shadow? Oh, it's the tip of the tail. Oh, okay. Well, we've already got a black material, so if I choose pupil, we can reuse an existing material, so we don't have to end up with tons and tons of materials. And what you can do, you can highlight them to see which section that material's for, which is really handy. Yeah, well, we have another artist, and we've not had any models from them, so our amazing artist that's done all of the work so far has made this beautiful model. I love it. I love it so much. It's so cute as well, with the little tail. You know, like it's. I didn't even realise it, but it's kind of like the, you know, the page marker, but it kind of looks like a tail. So it's really cool. What would you call that section of the wing? So you got the red bit is like the spine, I guess. What would you call that inner section? Almanac. I'm just going to call it wing 2. We'll call it wing 1. Webbing. Okay, nice one, dude. GG. And then the red bit was like the spine, I guess. I'll just go call it wing. that's like the book. Oh, I'll call it body. And then that is the page colour, isn't it? Now, I've got a bone texture, if that's the same colour. No, we'll stick with the one he's got because that is a slightly less bright white. Okay, so now what we do is we put these materials in a material folder, and then the almanac goes into the enemy folder. So we've got the eyeball, the bat, and the almanac. We're awaiting a gargoyle. We do have a gargoyle enemy. But if it doesn't come in... Oh, I just spat coffee on my keyboard. Yeah, if the gargoyle... I'm hoping the artist will deliver the gargoyle. So that's the almanac in the game. That's the model for the almanac. So a blueprint needs making for that. So I'll probably do that. I may as well quickly do it. So we've got the thing there. So if I go into my blueprints, if I copy, let me just see how big. Yeah, okay, so they're about the right size, aren't they? So if I make it the size of a bat, so I'll copy bat, and I'll call this almanac, and then we're gonna get rid of all of that. We'll leave index and player ref. So if I go to the viewport, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that there, because what I can do, I know that that is to scale in engine. So if I bring in the almanac and just make sure that it's about the same size, that will be good. So we just drag that on as a component. We don't want that to be, there we go. Okay, so it's slightly off center by the looks of it. Why is that all the way down there? You can see, I think when I put the bat in, that just seems off not to worry. Okay, this is why it's good to keep the existing model. So you see that middle section of the collision sphere, we want the spine to align with that, the spine of the book. So if I just line up my camera, so that is 0, 0, and then now when the player shoots this, guys, oh, hold on, the bat is facing, hold on, the bat was facing forward, so I need to rotate on the, what axis? On the Z, I believe. So we need this to be minus 90 degrees. Oops, got the wrong model selected. Minus 90 on the Z. Oh, hey. Hey, Nalof. I'm both. I do Unreal and Unity. Surprise! Is that a problem? I don't know. You seem shocked. But welcome to the stream, dude. Yeah, I'm studying video game design at university, and I'm required to learn both engines. So I've been using Unreal and Unity. Right, I think that collision box is pretty fair. You can see if we get rid of, if we just get rid of that. I think that's a fair collision box. Now, you've got to bear in mind that the player's going to be shooting this direction. So the player's going to be up here, shooting down. So, I think that's fair. Like, yes, yeah, I think that's fair. Okay, so that's the almanac, and we don't have anything in the event graphs. Do you use the Unreal Engine, Noloff, or do you prefer Unity? Don't worry, my friend. I will be going back into Unity as we go into this new. Well, we've just turned into the new week, but I'm making another Unity game for uni, and it's an idle clicker, so it's a very UI heavy game with a lot of maths. So yeah, don't worry. There will be more Unity streams coming. Sorry. They've both got their pros and cons, dude. Trust me, they both have their pros and cons. There's some things Unity is better at than Unreal. And then vice versa, there's some things Unreal has that's better than Unity. Like, they're both, you know, the visual scripting could be improved in what's its face? Oh my god. Unity. I prefer the visual scripting in Unreal because it's just much tidier. Right, I'm just going to temporarily drop in the model, and he should be facing left when we drop it in. No. Interesting. I thought I set you... Oh, numpty, I dragged in the static mesh. Blueprints, enemies. There we go. Look at that, guys. That looks so cool. I love that so much. Dude, the artist has done a fantastic job with that. Really, really awesome. Okay, so we've made the blueprint. So we've imported the almanac, and we've made the blueprint. So it's all to scale with the collision box. So that's that one done. So I can get rid of the almanac. Next up, we have a crypt. It's like a mausoleum. You know how in certain graveyards you get like mausoleums, and the ones that always spring to my mind are like the Spanish ones or Mexico. You know, in the film, the Disney Pixar, I think it's Pixar, Coco, and the little dude's in the graveyard area, and they've got so many graveyards, and the Spaniards tend to have their mausoleums. They're kind of like small and really opulent looking. So I was saying to the artist, like, can we kind of go for this kind of style? So he's come up with something really, really amazing. It's really, really cool. So it's basically a mausoleum / crypt. It looks so cool. Look at that. How cool does that look? It looks so freaking cool. Look at it. It's so beautiful. Oh, right, okay. What, mausoleums and crypts are a Catholic thing? So, which part is that for? Oh, column. Oh, okay. Right, let's label this up. So, material 6 is columns. I'm just going to call it columns. And what's the black bit? Oh, okay. I'll tell you, I'm going to call that crypt. Keep it consistent. So the black bit is the door. And then what is that bit? Is that just the overall texture? I'll just call that body. Lovely. Right, let's move those materials into the materials folder. And this is going to be an environmental. Let's give it a thing called building. Right, that's the crypt in. That didn't take long. Right, this is what I'm... Well, what would you call that then? Because... I mean... It's... I'm not religious. I don't know anything about religion. I just know you have these kind of buildings in graveyards and things where the dead are buried, and some of these particular buildings have stairs going down beneath ground level. So that was the kind of idea behind this one. I'm thinking we could probably put a mausoleum either end. I keep calling it mausoleum and crypt. I mean, they're kind of the same. We could have one there, or just one. You don't want to overdo it. What did I... Oh yeah, okay. Right, so next up is the most exciting one, I think. And this is our player character. We have been waiting for this for months. Literally. So, get ready, guys. I'll do the magic stuff first. And save the best till last. Here we go. Look at that. Okay, there is a gem inside inside that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into the opacity. Emissive, is it emissive? Oh, dude, I'll tell you what, jump in between Unity and Unreal. Why can't I... There we go. Hey, there we go. Okay, you can now see inside there. So you just had to make the material translucent. There are other options. No, I think it is. If I make that 0.25. That's better, isn't it? There we go. How cool does that look? It's a bit hard to see with this background, but if I think you'll be able to see it better in Engine. That looks pretty cool though. That is so cool. So that is our main character's staff. So I am going to save that material. And we're going to go on the folder. So let's call this M staff glass, and then we'll call that one crystal, and then this one is this handle. Okay, I'll move those materials into there, and then the staff will go in the player folder. So we've got a scythe and a staff. Okay, now the best bit. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Are you ready, guys, to see the player character? Are you ready for this? I don't think you're ready. I don't think you are. Oh, dude! He looks so badass. Check that out. Let's do a slow 360. Look at that. He's a witch doctor. The idea with our game is the narrative is like the bubonic plagues being kind of, there's a new outbreak in a lab, medieval lab, and basically this dude, you play the last witch doctor, and you're kind of like the last hope for humanity, that kind of cliche. So that's what he is. He because he's got such knowledge of alchemy and stuff like that. You know, he works with potions and he's got a magic staff. He's pretty awesome. But the artist has done such a good job with that. Such a good job. I love it so much. It's so cool. Right, let's label up these materials. Oh my god. Right, let's highlight them. What's that? Is that called a bandolier? It's called a bandolier, that thing, isn't it, around him? The strap. Bandolier. Yeah, our artist did. Our artist is an absolutely amazing person. The work they do is just next level. Like, it's so good. I love his style. Like, I just think it looks so cool, dude. Right, so that those are vials. And then it's quite handy being able to isolate or highlight the oh look, they're little oh, they're the corks. They're the corks on the vials. Got you. Okay. Right, so material 25 is vials. I'll call it vial corks. What's material 2? So that is mask. And material 3 is the eyes. Okay, so that's the pupils. I'll just call that eyes. They're both eyes. I'll call that eyes 1, eyes 2. So that's material 3. Eyes 1. eyes 2. And then the blue is the robe. I love that model so much, guys. It looks phenomenal. What's the brown bit then? Oh, gloves. Okay. Gloves. Alright, we've labelled up all the materials. And doc goes in the player folder. Okay, now is the fun bit. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to position the staff and the scythe on the player as a component. The whole idea with our game, if I show you, you notice on the left you've got the energy bar. That's the energy bar, right? When you accumulate a full stack of energy, you can press a button. Oh my god, Orange Jesus is praising me tonight. You can press a button and you'll consume the energy, and you'll do like a swipe attack with the scythe. So that yellow potion does immunity, so you won't take damage when you've got that. It's 10-second immunity. Dude, oh, this game is so good. It's actually so much fun, and the high scores are really add an extra element of competitiveness. Okay, let's close dock, and he is safe in there. So that is all of the models imported that I needed to bring in. So now what we're going to do, up the top, if I just play it, you'll notice at the moment we've got our player character who's there. So what we need to do is we need to put in our player model on top of the existing thing. So I'm hoping this isn't going to be too complicated. And then I guess what we could potentially do is like I think you can like turn off the visibility. Because I hop between Unreal and Unity, sometimes it takes me a little while to remember where the things are, because both engines is completely different in that sense. Okay. Alright, let's put Doc on there. Assets. Player. Holy shit, dude! He's massive! Oh my god! Oh my god. Just to see how big he is in engine. Oh my god, he moves with the player! No way! No way! Oh my god, that is cool. Dude. That is really cool, but the only problem is... just trying to think of a way we could do that, because... how are we going to do that? Let's bring him down. It's about level, isn't it? Did not expect the character to move. Right, what am I thinking? We're not required, the artists for this project aren't required to animate the models. So... I'll tell you what, let's see if we can bring his scale down. Because that mannequin was quite big. So let's go 0.8. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do in that case, player start is there. If I actually shift these forward a tad, get that, and that, and if I just bring them forward just a smidgen, that's a bit better, isn't it? There we go. So cool! I thought the blue, did I not get the blue one? Okay, so basically what we need to do, you kind of want... Okay, what you want to do, if there is no movement, you want to have it facing forward. So you see how if I stop moving, he just stops? I think it would be good if we could get it so the face, if there's no input, the model... Oh, that's the... Look how fast that is. That's the fire rate power up. How cool is that one? So OP. We just got it again. It's really cool. Okay. Alright, so that looks really good. I'm happy with the scale. Like, it's really clear that's the player character. What we need to do is we need to turn off the visibility of this one. Now, I did do it in here. Okay, so the skeletal mannequin is still there, but it's just not visible. Let's increase the collision. radius? 42. That looks good, doesn't it? That looks fair. That's in line with his body. I'm going to shrink it just a tad. So this is the collision sphere, and what this does is when something else in the game hits that, it generates a collision, and that's how we do stuff like dealing damage and all the rest of it. So, is that... That's pretty much in line with his beak and his hat. So if he was sideways to the projectiles, it would look... Because I don't know if you were watching just then. When my beak was on a projectile, I didn't take damage, and it didn't feel right. Like, you know, as a gamer, you kind of know when to expect to receive damage if you touch something. So it has to feel correct, you know. So that's why we just adjusted the collision sphere. Okay. So next up, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the scythe and the magic staff to dock. So we are going to put it as a child to dock. Okay, and that is enormous. Oh my god. Dude, it's huge. Dude, that is cool. If we bring that forward a tad. Oh my god, let's see how that looks. Dude, he's got staff. Oh my god, it looks so good in game. By the way, there is a filter applied, so you know how it looks even more pixelated. That's not a glitch, it's not the quality, it's a filter that's been applied to the overall game to give it a PS1 style kind of graphic feel. Dude, that staff looks so cool. Oh my god. Oh man, I love our artist, he's amazing. Right, let's put this scythe in. So the scythe goes over his back. Dude, the artist is amazing, dude. Absolutely amazing. Okay. Right, so what we're going to do with the scythe, we are going to move that down. The idea is... Coding God? I don't know about Coding God. Coding Apprentice, maybe. But welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so this scythe goes over the back. I need to remember how. I think it was. Hold on, let me just. I don't have the concept art to hand. The concept art had how the scythe looked over the shoulder. It definitely needs to be at an angle. So the Y. Let's try the Y. No, wrong one. Try that one. Okay, right. So it's the x-axis. Let's try 25. 25 looks good. But what we... there we go. Oh my god. Right, it's going through his jacket a little bit, his robes. I mean, that is flush to the model though, pretty much. I know it's ever so slightly clipping the base there, but if we pulled it out any more... right, so we need to go back. So we're going further on the minus, so we only need to go literally. Actually, you know what? I think that's decent. It's pretty much on... Oh my god, it's huge. Okay, I think that should be... If we go down 1 and move it across 1. How does that look? Dude. Oh, dude. Dude. Dude, it looks so fucking good. Oh, man. Oh, that is amazing. Oh, it looks so good. I love that the model moves because I've kept on the mesh of the mannequin. Like, that is so freaking cool. So what I need to do is I need to get it so if there's no player input. Oh, did I get the piercing attack? Yeah, so we need to get it. So if the player isn't pressing any button, we want the model to face down, because I don't like that it just stays like that, facing away from the enemies. It's almost like you want to have it kind of anchored towards the enemies at all times, and then, you know, depending if there's input from the player, then the model moves appropriately. My god, the artist has done such a good job with that. Amazing project. Absolutely amazing. Wow. Okay. So we've got the Siphon. Now, what is going to happen? There's there's two things that need to happen. I'm not the one tasked with coding this special attack ability. I know I could do it easy, but it's someone else's task, so if they can't do it, I'll fix it. But essentially what happens with the energy bar, when the energy bar is full, if I just play, I'll talk you through it. When the energy bar on the left hand side is full, that's an integer, and it stacks up to 10. It's clamped at 10. And then, essentially, when that's full, you would press a button, and then the player would do the scythe attack. He basically swings his scythe, and it's more like a safety net maneuver to clear enemies that are a bit too close. So the way I would code it is, I would say, if energy bar is full and player presses, I don't know, control, then we will turn off the component of the scythe on his back. We'll spawn the animation that swipes the enemies, and then after like I don't know, a 1 second delay, we would turn that component back on. So that's how I would do it. Really, really straightforward. I'm a little bit jealous I'm not coding that, because I'd love to do that. I've done quite a lot of the visual effects. I've done all of the visual effects in this project so far. So, um, right. So, right. Let me just have a look in here. Um, hmm. Okay, let's have a look at the movement code. Let me just see if I can quickly sort it. So, the player. So when I press play, the player is immediately facing that direction. So, oh, you know what would be a good idea if I just quickly did a print screen, a print string. Sorry guys, I've been in Unity for like the past 3 or 4 days, so I haven't been in this project for like 5 days. What we're going to do is, have we got an event tick? Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to do a print string. So this is going to tick every second, and we're going to get location, just so I can see which direction we need to face him. So we'll just put that in there, and then what this is going to do is it's going to print that to screen constantly. Actually, we need to see the rotation as well. No, get rotation. Unity, yep. Required to learn both engines, Unreal and Unity. I've actually just finished 2D platformer project. If you have a look at my other streams, you'll see the last few streams where I pretty much wrap it up. Right, so we want to get the rotation. Can we get the world location? Get world origin. This would be a good one. Doc. Okay. Right, so if I turn that off there. Actor rotation, okay. Right, so we just want to see what direction we need it to face. So at the moment, it's basically 180. Yeah, 180. So if I change, yeah, you see on the left-hand side there, guys? So it needs to be 180. Okay, so now what I need to do is we need to check the input. It's going to kind of be like if there, you need to check if there's any input being pressed. If there isn't, that's when you want to set the rotation. So that's for testing, player dying. That's to do with the save and visual effects. Bomb, shooting again. This section is all the power-ups. Okay. I think the best way to do this. bear with me, guys. Top-down controller. Oh my god, how is it nearly 1 o'clock in the morning? Where does the time go when you're doing game dev? I'm not even joking. It's mad. Where did I put that? Tell you what we'll do. We'll test something. What we want to do is find, would it be velocity, maybe? Print string. Just want to test this. Okay, so if velocity equals 0, we rotate. Yeah, okay, cool. Perfect. Nice and easy. Right, so event tick. Let's unplug that. Oh, actually, hold on. 1 second. There's only one axis we're working with here. Bear with me. We're only working with one axis. Hold on a second. It's only the y-axis we're working with. No, there's no other velocity. Perfect. Just get the y then. Y. If it equals 0, set it to rotation. Oh my god, why is he upside down, bro? It was on the Y, wasn't it? Oh, hold on. Oh, fucking hell. No. That was funny. Um, get the velocity. Hold on 1 second, guys. $180. If the velocity is 0, set the rotation. Pitch. Why does it feel hot? Right, it's upside down, so is it maybe because it's... Let me have a sip of my coffee. Why is he upside down when I'm doing that? Or, okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay, let's try this one then. No, right, it's not that one. It must be this one. I've done it! There we go. I've done it! Hey! Oh, that's great. How good does that look? I think what I want to do though, what I want to do, I would like to do that. It would be nice if it was smoother. Because... Oh, why is there no music? Why did my speaker turn off? Don't know what happened there. I think my Leviathan's going faulty. Sometimes it just turns itself off. Dude, that looks so good. Right, now... Right, now I've got an idea, okay? If I just show you the HUD quickly... this is the HUD. Right. Now... I had this idea. The plan was that at the top left, I'm so happy that works. Let me just tidy this code up a second. I'm so happy that works. just need to make a list of what I've been doing, guys. I've got to put it in the group document. So what have I done? I've imported player models. Created I'm just making a note of what I've done, guys. Bear with me. Perfect. Okay. Right. So let's just go back in here. So I've done. What was I going to do? Oh, I was talking you guys through what my plans are for the HUD. Right. So the HUD, essentially, this top left was going to have one big icon of the power up that's been collected, and then this power up text would basically kind of say what the power ups are. Now, this was the thing is, we were originally going to have it so when the player collects a pickup, it will show at the top left, and then they can choose to activate it. But we've not really done that. We've just, the moment they collect a pickup, it's activated. The original plan was, you know, you'd be able to collect a power up, and then you collect another one, and then you'd have the choice to discard it. But to be fair, it's just overcomplicating it. Like, there's not many arcade games I've played where you kind of get that option. So what I thought might be quite cool is to actually just have maybe a grid of the power-ups, right? And like icons. And then what we can do is we can say if such and such is active as in a power up, then we will change the color of the icon, or like that's the way we can do it. So let me just check how many power ups we've got in the game. I think there's about 8. Pretty sure there's 8. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is perfect. If we added any more, it wouldn't be a nice number. 8 is a perfect number for that size on the HUD. So what I can do is I can create some icons, right? So we can do a tiny bit of Photoshop work now, because I don't think there was any... What was the title of this stream, guys? Let me just check what I titled this stream. Model imports and UI work. Exactly. Okay. Alright, so let's load up the shop of photo. HUD. I love Photoshop. See, my photography skills are like benefiting in this section. Okay. So this is the HUD. It is grey box at the moment. I need to do the pixel art design. It's going to have like a pixel art cathedral gothic style. That's why it's grey at the minute. And there are bubbles. You can see just here. There are bubbles within there. I'm going to rework that because I'm not too happy with the look of the bubbles. So let's... Hold on, what's going on here? Bubbles. Okay, let's put these into a folder. And we'll call this Vial Shine. There we go. So we can turn off all of the things. Okay. It's going to ask me to update that because there's been a change. Okay. Really happy. I just got to try that again, guys. It's so cool. Sorry, I love it. Okay, so what I was saying about the power-ups is there's 8 of them in the game at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what we wanted to do is I want to get. You basically want to have like a simple let me see 60 by 60. That would fit quite nice actually. Is that too small? 60 by 60, that's 8. Because what you have to think as well, you want to have like, kind of like how you have inventories where you have it in like a grid. So you'd want to see like a line in between the icons to separate them. So, I mean, I think that's a fairly, is that too small? Let's zoom out. I'm just trying to imagine it, visualize it, guys. I'm trying to visualize it. Let's just see. So they would need to be. I mean, we could have them stretching across like that. We could make them slightly larger. Let's try that. Let's just if we temporarily create a grid, and if I just give them a nice distinct colour just for testing, let's try 80 by 80 maybe. I think that is too big. Pretty sure that's going to be too big, guys. Oh, it might be doable. It's a bit tight. But if you can just imagine that like equal gap. Okay, so they were 80 by 80, weren't they? So if we maybe tried 70 by 70. Let's try 70 by 70. Because what we're trying to do here is just make sure that they're big enough to see what they are. We don't want them to be diddy. Okay, so this is a 70 by 70. So if I copy and paste. That's a nice enough gap there, isn't it? Oh, that looks good. Right, so is that about that looks about equal top on the left and right side, doesn't it? That looks good to me. Right, now let's copy this and so it's 5 distance, so that needs to be 6. Perfect. Now that, my pedigree chums. Now that, you can imagine with the text like underneath saying power-ups. And then we can toggle them on and off. So we could have them like kind of slightly darker, and then I can basically create the, we know that that's an 80 by, no, hold on, was that 70 by 70 I did? Yes, it was. So we know they're a 70 by 70 size, and those orange squares, they fit perfectly in there. And what you can also see, if you look there on the right hand side, guys, on the transform, we've literally got the X and the Y position of that. And because this is a 1920 1080, we can literally go into the widget and we can specify the position. So we can perfectly place everything in. So what we need to do, let's save that, and then if I export that as a ping pong, this needs to go in the UI HUD, save, overwrite, and then if we, oh shit, I left the end, the rectangle one. Sorry, I left that rectangle on. If I'd left that in, that would, well, we wouldn't be able to see the game. Right, so now Unreal's going to ask us to update. So we're going to import. There we go. And there is our little grid. How quick was that, guys? So, does it feel... Oh, that feels a really good size, doesn't it? That's a really good size. That is big enough, definitely big enough to put an icon in there for the power up. That is definitely big enough. Okay. Sorry, I have a lot of fun playing this, guys. Okay. Right, so what we need to do then, we know that is a really, really good size. Just one more time. Top left. That is plenty big enough to put in the icons for the power-ups. So so it's a 70 by 70. So now let me just check my HUD. This is gonna need to go in the artwork assets. Um, uh, but technically it's on the UI, so it's kind of like, I mean, it is artwork, so I'll tell you what. Let's just go into our art and make a new folder, and we're going to call this power-ups. Okay, and then we're going to, what we want to do is basically get the static mesh model now. Is there a way I can turn off that background? Is there a way? How do I turn off the background? Is there a way? Anyone know off the top of your heads? If I can turn off the background, I can take a picture of this and make it into a pixel art icon. Does anyone know? I just want to remove this so we've got this on like a plain kind of background. Let's ask AI and just just asking AI. How do I disable the background? How do I disable the background so I can just... Hey, I'm a legend. I'm a legend. Oh. Right, now what I should be able to do 70 by 70. And then I need to get a picture of that. That looks pretty good. It's pretty much central, isn't it? But what we need to do is we need to have two options. We need to have two. We need to have two. You want to have two sprites. Just trying to think the best way to do this. You want to have one for. You'd have one for active, one for not active. So I think the best way to do this is to remove the background to the image. Is there a way? I'll take care, Si. Thanks for joining, dude. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. I'll speak to you soon, dude. Oh my god, there we go. Straight away, we've got it, guys. And then if I should be able to move that in there. Huh. Well, that's annoying. Why has this been a bugger? Perfect. So now that we've got that, if I just so invert. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to create a new folder and call this clock. Okay, so we've got our folder. I might just move that up just a tad. So that is basically our clock. So then you want to decide. It's a bit hard to do the color balancing at the moment because not yet decided on the color of the pixel art, because I've not worked on the pixel art of the HUD yet. So essentially you'd have like maybe like a grey colour maybe, and then you would have two versions of this power up. You'd have this version, which is the colour, and then you'd have another one which is like the saturated one maybe. That's what I was thinking. Why doesn't it allow me to drag it? What is going on there? I can't drag. Well, that's weird. I'll tell you what, let me just quickly get all of the other ones. So we've got the clock. If I do Mr. Piggy. That. Oh, multi-shot is gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go into the blueprint. Oh, this one's going to be a bugger because we've got that thing at the bottom. God, how am I going to get a picture of this one? Not a problem. Be a tiny bit more work, but So the multi-shot is essentially the coin with this. Two of those. Okay. So we've got the clock, got the bomb, got the piggy, got the multi-shot, so we get the piercing now. So we've got the clock, got the bomb, clock, bomb, piggy, multi-shot, piercing. So now we'll get the potions. So we've got blessed. Blue. So yellow, blue, green. Okay. If I just check my folder, I've already got the clock. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold on, why have I got 9? Clock, bomb, pig. Clock, bomb, pig. That and that. Hold on, what's the purple potion for? purple potion isn't in use. Okay. Alright, so I've got the clock, the bomb, the pig, multi-shot, piercing, 3 potions. Okay. So I've got all of my little things. That looks good, doesn't it? Okay. What's the time? It's nearly 2 o'clock. I should be able to quickly put in the other power-ups quickly. Okay, so I can turn that on and off now. And that's roughly where the power-ups are going to go. I'm not able to... Oh, I think I'm going to have to call the stream there, guys. For some reason, I'm not able to drag across the the image. I need to drag the image into Photoshop, but it's not. It's been a bit of a bugger. We'll call it there then. Oh, now it's doing it. Now it's playing ball. What is going on? One second. Oh, hold on. No, no, I don't want to open that again. Fuck. got to stop playing my game. Oh, dude, that looks so good. So we've got the bomb and the clock icon. Let's do Little Piggy. Went to market. Looks so good. Oh my god, it looks so good. Right, multi-shot's going to be a tricky one. Because multi-shot I need to go to bed. I can't stop working. I'd say that's good, wouldn't you? Multi-shot. I'm happy with that. Sorry, I can't help myself. Let's do the piercing. Oh. I did a pretty damn good job at getting rid of that. So I should have 5 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so Blessed is next. I can see this one being problematic with the removed background. I hope it does it. Oh my god. First time. No way. Winner, chicken dinner. That looks fantastic. This looks so good. So these are the power up icons that we're going to be using on the HUD. Last one. So you've missed a bit. You've missed a bit there, mate. Perfect. It's tricky with those vials because they're quite transparent. It's very tricky with those vials. Right, guys, we have all 8 power-ups. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have my icons that will go up there. So essentially what we need to do is we would drop those in to the area. I think grey is a nice colour. Like what I can do is I can make it a darker grey, but I think they stand up quite nicely, really nicely against that grey. I think it's actually a good shade of grey. But that, I'm going to call it there because I've done a fair bit of work. How long have I been going? 2 hours 20. Yeah. So we've added in all the models. We've added in the models. So, and we've made the character rotate to face the camera. And I've literally made the 8 icons that are going to go up here. Then all I need to do is basically I need to decide how I want them to look when they're not active. So if they're active, like, I don't know, maybe we could change the background color or something, or we could change the power up to be dark, and then so it's like a silhouette almost. There's different ways we could do this to make it look cool. I need to play around with that. So I'm going to call it there, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this stream. It's been pretty awesome. It's really great to have a player character in there now. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, feel free to give us a follow on Twitch to stay up to date. Don't forget to check out my YouTube panel or channel. It's in the panel below. I put all of my game dev live streams over there, so they're all archived. You'll find Unreal game dev as well as Unity. So feel free to check it out. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. Hope you've had fun. And as always, I will see you in the next stream. Take care.